Well, no, my hi to my welcome to the YourFixTV studio. I'm Monique Bradley and I am here with the pageant director of Miss Asia Pacific International. This is Maria Shanko. Hi, Maria.
Hi, Monique.
Oh, I can hear myself talking. I do that every time. Well, tonight we thought we'd give you guys a quick update on what's happening with Miss Asia Pacific, and our makeup artist is just about to pop into the studio to share some details on how you can perhaps get the perfect pageant look, or if you want to ask any questions, even about dressing up fancy and going out makeup, or even everyday makeup. That's what tonight's about. It's not just about Miss Asia Pacific, it's out there to help everybody, and that's why we shared it into the pageant group as well. So welcome to tonight's stream. First of all, Maria, we're just a couple of weeks away from Miss Asia Pacific International New Zealand, the big finals. How are you feeling?
Nervous, excited. It's all mixed emotion. Yeah, but excited all in all. It's good.
And it's going to be a really hard job because we've got 8 really lovely finalists. Each of them is so uniquely different. In fact, I think we might even have an image of those girls coming up. Each has a beautiful story, whether they've got a background in charity or helping their family and friends. Some of them work in childcare. Some of them work as models already. They all have such unique backgrounds. Some of them are becoming youth ambassadors.
Oh, yes.
And working with like the United Nations and doing so many great things. How do you think a judge is going to decide who will represent New Zealand?
Oh, well, knowing all the girls, it would be very hard.
It would be very hard.
For the judges to pick who is the winner. And it will be challenged.
What are they actually, how are they actually judged? Because I know there's a lot of people that watch streams who think, oh, I'm not sure about pageants. I don't think, you know, pageantry is so outdated. It's so demeaning to women. But what are they actually judged on? Is it just their looks?
No, not at all.
What else are they judged on?
So in our pageant, we have different judging criteria. So we have personality, beauty and personality. We have interviews. So they need to be smart in answering questions, right? We also have indicated about the media, how they put that one in a public page, how they perform. In social media, they have charity. We have the charity, and we also have the gowns and the swimsuit and the sportswear. So it's all in all. It's a combination of all.
It's a combination of a bunch of different things. And my understanding too is you're doing your gown a little bit differently as well. Is that right?
Yes.
So is it my understanding that the girls actually have to work with the designer themselves to create their own gown?
Yes, they will have a freedom to somehow express themselves through their own gowns.
Wow, that's quite uniquely different. And you're moving into adding sportswear into your pageant as well.
Yes, that's a good avenue for us to establish a new platform in a way that we're going to somehow provide a different avenue of how the sportswear will be interested in putting the pageant.
And you know, activewear and sportswear is so on trend right now. And you know, for me, you'd never catch me in a bikini, but I wear sportswear all the time. I think it's fantastic. And I think for the girls, it's a different way of showing their physique without having to bear it all in public. Does that kind of align with your values a little more?
It does. It really does. 100%. It does.
Excellent. Now, the pageant final is coming up on the 12th of May. It's happening out at Mangere Arts Centre in Mangere. And if you want to find out the details, there are 2 events, in fact, listed under Miss Asia Pacific International New Zealand on Facebook. One is for the charity event, which is happening the night before on the 11th of May.
Yes.
That's happening at Boracay?
Boracay Gardens Restaurant. It's on Queen Street.
Yes. And you get dinner and you get drinks and you get entertainment and everything. Amazing. And money from the tickets will be donated to charities.
Yes, so our chosen charity is Scott Foundation. So we're going to donate all the proceeds and all the charity that has been, the auction items that will be handling by the contestants themselves. All the sales for that will be given to Scott Foundation. And
the Scott Foundation is really amazing. It helps support children who are living in poverty, which certainly aligns with my values as well. So if you can join us for that event, 11th of May is a charity dinner where you can dine with all of our gorgeous contestants. And then there they are, the top 8 finalists there. They're so beautiful. Oh, hello, Romina, who's watching tonight. Good to see you on the stream. And also, the second event is, of course, that finals night happening on the 12th of May at Mangere Arts Centre. Details of that are on Eventbrite.
Event Finder.
Event Finder, I always get those ones confused. You can find it on Event Finder, or the details are in an event created in Facebook there. So if you're watching this through the Miss Asia Pacific International official page, the details are on that page. Make sure you throw a like on that page as well. And yeah, come and join us. Last year's competitor representing New Zealand was the glorious Acacia Walker, who did extremely well on the international stage, being placed runner-up overall internationally. Now we've got a little bit of video footage to share about Acacia's journey, and then we'll come back with tonight's makeup artist, Meenal. Let's take a look at that video right now. Acacia Walker, New Zealand!
New Zealand, Acacia Walker. Nicaragua.
Say welcome to New Zealand! Our 8th candidate,
New Zealand.
New Zealand! Come is Miss New Zealand.
Right here, in between this host sandwich. Good evening, how are you?
I'm good. That music made me really want to dance.
Did it? What is it playing?
Very upbeat.
Very upbeat. Okay, all right. Not elevator music.
Sorry?
Not elevator music.
No, thank God.
Yes, thank God. All right. Here's your question. Do you think the advocacy of fostering love, appreciation, and unity in diversity is relevant in this day and age? Why or why not?
Oh, 100%. When you think about people and differences, you see that that is why there is, war and things like that happening in the world. So if we could really just learn to appreciate each other and accept that we're all different in our own way, then maybe we wouldn't have those sort of things happening in the world. Thank you.
Miss New Zealand, thank you.
Brazil! Which of course makes our first runner-up Miss New Zealand.
Amazing moment for Acacia Walker, last year's representative on the international stage for Miss Asia Pacific International New Zealand. And who knows who's going to be the big winner this year? We're not sure, but what I can tell you is we have one killer makeup artist on the in the studio tonight and helping support the girls to the end stages of their journey. Hi, Meenal.
Hello.
Really good to have you here. I know you got stuck in traffic tonight, Auckland traffic.
Yes, it's so bad. It's so bad. Thank you for having me here today, though.
You're welcome. So first of all, I want to know, you've been doing makeup artistry for a long time, right?
Absolutely.
And you've helped a lot of pageant girls and pageant women over the years. What got you, first of all, into doing makeup?
Oh, that's a tricky one. I've always had a great desire and passion for makeup. So I guess it's just something that I've always loved. But when I got the opportunity to explore a bit more, I took that opportunity and just went with it. So here I am today.
Yay, that's super exciting. So you've come on board, you're the platinum sponsor in the makeup division, helping support our girls. You're here to make them really beautiful. And I thought, well, they're already beautiful to start with. So, you know, half your job's done. But I thought tonight, because the pageant community in New Zealand is so big, and you were great. You came to the boot camp with the girls.
Yes.
Also a shout out to Tony Narang from Kathy Organics, another of our platinum sponsors who came to our boot camp as well.
So much fun.
It's so much fun. And you were so good. You taught the girls all the necessities they needed, all the points they needed to really look good on the catwalk, on the runway, on the stage. What would be your one big tip when it comes to makeup, that one overarching tip when it comes to doing your makeup, particularly for stage, that you'd love the pageant community to know?
It's always good to make sure that you obviously invest in a good foundation. Pageant makeup is always quite delicate and simple, elegant at the same time. So you're not going all out and making sure you have a lot of, you know, shimmer and shine and a lot of glitter and etc. You can keep it very neutral and natural as well. So it was good. It was good fun teaching the girls that at the boot camp. I think one of the really good things would be to have a really good coverage foundation, because I think that really changes the whole look as well.
Right. That's a really good point, because when I think pageant, I think eyelashes out to here, I think glitter and sparkles as much as I could possibly wear. Not that I'm a pageant girl, but I'm all about stage and I want to look as glittery and sparkly as possible. Yeah. So pageant makeup is a little bit more natural, a little bit more subdued. Would you say it's more about bringing out the natural features and the natural beauty? I would
absolutely say that, yes, because each one of these girls are absolutely beautiful, and you don't want to cover it up with too much, you know, colour and shimmer and etc. So it's good to keep it quite, you know, pulled back a little bit, but at the same time bringing out the features of the girls.
Great stuff. Yeah. Now, one of the things that many of the girls talked about, and we've got videos coming up very soon on tips that they actually learned from Meenal during their training, but one of the things that really the girls peaked on was contouring. Contouring and caking were the two things that they talked about for the entire weekend. So let's discuss contouring, because if we're talking about natural makeup, contouring is probably my understanding of it, because I'm no makeup artist, but I love makeup. But it's the way that you can really enhance your features and still make it look natural. Is that right?
Absolutely. Because we naturally have our cheekbones and our features that we want to highlight with the contouring, but just adding that little bit of, you know, the contour powder and just really lightly brushing it over really enhances those features, and it's really beautiful at the same time.
Okay, awesome. I think I've got it. Now, Brooke Huia just said, hey Monique, hey Meenal. Hi Brooke.
Hi Brooke.
Good to see you. Rajat Chetan, who's watching us from Kashmir in India. Good to see you, my friend. We are absolutely live. Hi Romina, good to see you. Alyssa Grogan, good to see you, beautiful lady. Sarah, hi beautiful. Good to see you. Tracy Marie, evening back to you.
Hi Tracy.
And a very lovely hello to lovely Tony Narang. Alison Leonard, good to see you. Alison was one of the judges, in fact, on Dancing with the Stars, so makeup was always on point, Ellie. So, you know, I know that you love makeup as much as I do. And hello to Dwayne, who's watching tonight as well. The co-pageant director of Miss Asia Pacific International. Great to have you guys on board. Now, while we've got Meenal on camera, please send your questions through, because she is here to answer those questions for you. So we're talking about contouring at the moment, and as I mentioned, that's one of the things the girls peaked on. I have no idea really what it is, other than you're supposed to colour in under here to make that bit darker. That's all I got. So contouring palettes, what do you have in your kit? Do you use a palette, or do you just use different coloured foundations? How does it work?
Yes, absolutely. So I actually had my makeup training by Debbie Delgado Cosmetics, and her contour palette is the one I go to. I just find that a very great complexion with many different skin tones. So that colour is very difficult to find. I don't have it here right now. It's in my backup kit.
All right.
I have a lot of makeup, so I need to keep only a few here.
So it's just the travel kit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so if somebody doesn't have one of those contouring palettes, what can they do? Do you have any other tricks in your case that you would recommend? You
could get, well, you do need a contour palette, and there are many out there. There's some Kat Von D ones. My go-to is the Debbie Delgado, and I would just recommend that one. The Kat Von D would be my second best. So you just definitely need a contour palette to get those brown colours. You could use possibly like a brown sort of eyeshadow, but then again, that could be a substitute. But
what about a bronzer? Could you use that for contouring, or is it not designed for that?
I wouldn't say it would be the ideal contour. It wouldn't really give you that enhanced look. The bronzer would be more like a highlighter just above the sort of contour. I would probably use that.
Great.
Yeah.
So
I'd probably say invest in a great contour palette. If you're wanting to explore the area.
What about brushes to go with that?
Brushes,
can you use any brush, or is there something specific?
There's a few that you can use. There's always the angled contour brush, which you can find at many makeup stores. You can find it online. So if you just search up angled contour makeup brush, that would be a great starter for many girls that are wanting to try out contouring. There is another bigger sort of fan brush that I use.
Oh yes,
so it's like a really thick fan brush. Yeah, I'm sorry, I should have had it here. And that's something that I use personally because it's just amazing. You can sort of use the different angles to get a deeper contour and a real very light thin contour as well, depending on how.
That is so cool.
Sort of what levels you want to.
Difference between powdered contour kit or a cream contour kit. Is there a difference, and what would you recommend?
The cream contour, that's not really my go-to, but you can definitely use that. So you would normally apply the foundation and then add on the cream contour. But that's always a lot of blending, and I believe it probably requires a lot more work, and you would need more experience in that area to really explore that. A very easy go-to would be the powder contour, which is why I say it's very good to invest in a great contour palette, a powder contour palette, because then you've got, you just do your foundation, pat it up with a translucent powder, set your foundation, and then just lightly brush over.
Wow, that's so cool. So you've got contour, and then you've got highlighting, and that's all very very new to me. Oh, so Alyssa's just said, hi, excited to go over the tips we learnt. Awesome. Sarah Young just said, hello ladies, thank you for teaching me how to apply fake eyelashes during the empowerment camp. How do you apply false eyelashes in 10 minutes when you're on the go? That's a good one, Sarah.
Yes.
Oh, a good question.
That is a very good question. Fake eyelashes, now that is something that does take a bit more practice. So if you're wanting to do that on a quick, 10-minute, I have to get ready quickly and just chuck on some lashes and walk out the door, I think it's probably best if you start practicing beforehand, because it is something quite tricky to get a handle of. It even took me quite some time on myself. If it comes to putting it on someone else, I can just do it very easily.
Really? See, I had to wear them all the time for theatre, so I can throw them on real quick, but putting them on someone else, I'm like, ooh, no.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Because, I feel like I've just got more experience of putting it on someone else than on myself. Because I just wear those permanent extensions all the time.
And I was going to ask about that, because I was going to say your eyelashes are amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Would it be better maybe for somebody who is wanting a glamorous look all the time to go to extensions?
I think that would be a very good substitute, because I go to a lot of events and I do makeup, so I really don't have the time to apply those lashes, and then you have to pull them out, and there's still a bit of substitute glue left. So it's best to maybe invest in the extensions.
Yeah, I love them. Best thing I've ever done. Shout out to Paula from Evelyn Rose Lashes. I love you.
So
Not even kidding. And the bit I love too is you can wake up and you can feel terrible, but your eyes still pop.
Yes.
Because you've still got your lashes on. Truly amazing, eh?
Absolutely.
Amazing. So hi Jane Wan, good to see you. Artie Esbulla, good to see you as well. Welcome to tonight's stream. Brooke Huia just said, definitely the powder ones are easier to use. For when it comes to the contouring kits. That's awesome. Gina Sterling said, he, I would need a miracle. Gina, you are beautiful. Stop that. She said, these girls are so lucky to have makeup experts to help them. So there you go. Isn't that lovely? Thanks, Meenal. Well done. Thank you, Gina. And hello, Leah Ward, who says, looks amazing.
Aww.
Hi, Leah, watching from upstairs. Okay, so we were talking about contouring and highlighting. I get contouring because you want to chisel your cheekbones a little bit, you know, want those cheekbones popping. But what do you do with highlighting?
Highlighting.
I don't get it.
I love highlighting. So pretty much with the contour, you'll have it right down here. Wait, is that the angle?
Right here?
Yeah, just right on your sort of cheekbone.
Yep.
Defining that, and then you'll chuck on the highlight right on top. So it's sort of just enhancing, and because this is definitely, sorry, I'm like trying to look at the
monitor.
Monitor at the same time.
That bit goes
These
lighter.
areas here would be your highlighted areas, and just underneath that would be your sort of contour darkened areas.
Also, it's kind of where the light falls.
Yes,
isn't
but
it?
you're not going to put highlight just under here, because you're going to put sort of like a lighter foundation or concealer, and then you're going to chuck the highlight just over here, which is the shimmer highlighter.
So that all goes on top of your foundation?
Everything on top of your foundation. Foundation is always your base to start off with, because that's going to, you know, keep everything, you know, pretty much
in place.
Locked. Yeah, in place.
So I have another question on that point. How much foundation is too much? Because I put on a lot. I like to really wear it.
You've done a good job, a fantastic job.
Thank you. How much is too much?
I think you should just really put on that one layer and just leave it to
lovely
it.
and natural.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I always go for the dewy foundations because for my skin type, I just feel like it would work better. Yeah, I would just do a one layer and just set it. That's about it.
Because dewy looks lovely, particularly on younger skin. Like, I'm old, so for me, if I go too dewy, it looks like I'm premenopausal. So I tend not to go for that. I prefer so heavily powdered that I look like I'm just photoshopped. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't think it's a bad thing. Monique, you're putting me in the spot right now.
I'm so sorry.
No, I think you look fantastic, like I mentioned before.
This is great. I'm loving this. So good.
And you've done a fantastic job with your makeup. And I believe a lot of people like to do 2 layers. It really depends, because if you're going to be putting concealer under your eye, I usually put concealer under these areas and then I put the foundation on. So that way you don't feel like you need to pack on 2 layers. So that could be something that you could possibly try. I don't know. You probably, that's what I do, because I don't like packing on too much foundation, because my skin just gets really oily and it's not pretty.
I've learned so much. Now, so we're talking about foundation. We've done contour, highlighting. We've talked a little bit about foundation. We'll have a look at what's in your kit with your foundation as well. And I want to talk to you also about finding the right foundation match for your skin, because lots of people, including me, have got it wrong over the years. And I'd like to get some clarity on that. Just checking the newsfeed. Hi, Erin. Good to see you watching the stream tonight as well. And Brooke, who has just said, extensions are fantastic. Paula from Evelyn Rose Lashes is incredible. Was there today. Yay. She's amazing. Brooke, who has just said, highlighting is like a facelift for your face and eyes.
Absolutely.
Really? I must try this highlighting you speak of. Okay, so foundation. Let's jump into that right now. You've got a whole lot of foundation in your kit.
Yes,
what
I do.
What would you recommend?
Which
are there brands?
There's a lot. There is a lot out there. A lot of people go to MAC. There's the Estee foundations, which is the double wear. That's a really good foundation if you want good coverage, long lasting as well. In my kit, I do have the Born This Way Too Faced foundations. I'll just bring out 2. So I tend to just mix my foundations. So this is what they look like.
So Born This Way. So this is, it sounds like it's Lady Gaga's foundation. Where did you get this from? I'll just have a, see if I can, can see that in the camera there.
Yeah. So I actually went over to Mecca just in Auckland City and just stocked up on my foundation. I usually go for 3 sort of warm shades and 3 cooler shades. So the undertone will be either like a yellow undertone or a red undertone. And you can tell by your skin, well, I can tell as a makeup artist of what your skin tone is likely to be. For me, I'm more of a yellow undertone. I think you would be more of a yellow undertone.
I think I am.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, so you pretty much you can mix your foundations as well. It's probably best to go to possibly Mecca or like a MAC store and get the ladies to assist you in helping you find the right colour. And a lot of people do have sort of drier skin tones, oily, and a mixture. So they would be able to help you with that as well.
Great.
Yeah.
I know for years I used to wear Estee Lauder double wear because I had really bad pigmentation and it gave me extremely good coverage.
Yeah.
And in the Estee Lauder range they also have a foundation which is incredibly thick, so it's up from double wear.
Yeah.
And it was actually designed for people who have been burnt.
Oh, wow.
And I actually got it originally because I have burn scars on my legs and I wanted to be able to wear skirts and not have my scar show up. But it so happened that the same foundation worked on my face as well. So it was really good and it just covered up my pigmentation because it was so thick. However, what I do find is wearing really thick foundation long term kind of blocks up my pores a bit. So that leads me from foundation into how important is skincare for pageantry.
Yeah, absolutely, very important. So it's great to wear makeup. At the same time, it's good to let your skin breathe and have those days where you don't wear makeup and always stick to a good skincare regime.
How dare you? How dare you?
I do that all the time, even when I go to do makeup sometimes, yeah, because I do love makeup, but I don't like wearing it all the time as well at the same time. Because I probably wear it all the time and to events, I'll want days where I just have nothing on my face, have those beautiful lashes, just make me look, you know, quite decent. But at the same time, it's good to look after your skin and have a good go-to skincare routine. Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. I know for me, I've worked in film and television for 25 years and a lot of the makeup artists I've worked with have often been barefaced just with some lashes and a bit of lip gloss because they're so busy caring for everybody else. But I did notice their skin was always great.
Yeah, so I myself invest in a great skincare routine. It's pretty much just a cleanser and then a toner. It could be anything really. It doesn't have to be like a very expensive skincare routine. It could be something that you could go to that would be quite herbal and very natural that you can use, and then just apply a bit of toner to add that moisture back into your skin.
Now, Jeff Valesco just said, hi, Meenal.
Hello, how are you?
Nice to see you on the stream tonight. And do remember, while we are live tonight, send your questions through because Meenal is the expert. She's more than happy to answer your questions. Okay, so what have we covered? Contouring, we've done highlighting, we've done foundation matching. We have talked a little bit about skincare, and it doesn't have to be too much. Now, eyes are the window to the soul.
Absolutely.
So when I think of eyes for stage, which is my background, I think heaps. As much colour as possible. You want to get in there and make them look huge. How is that different from pageant makeup? Or is it the same?
The technique could be the same, but it's really the colours that you're using. So you could do like a classic eye makeup look where you'd have more nude and natural colours, where you won't have like a black smoky, you'd have like a brown smoky. Just as I did on the boot camp where I showed the girls how to tone it down. Using the same look, you can tone it down and you can bring it back up by using different colours and different sort of groups of colours.
Brown smoky eye, I've never heard of that.
Absolutely. That's just toning it down, not putting it right out there, but you're still getting that subtle smokiness.
I love that. I know the lovely girl from the Philippines who won Miss Universe not last year, the year before. She did a lot of makeup tutorials actually.
She did?
Online. Yeah, they're fantastic. I think her name was Pia. Is that right? Pia. She was absolutely stunning, and she, if you can follow her online, her makeup tutorials were fantastic. And one of the things she actually said is that she never used black on her eyes, not even dark shades. She used a lot of deep plums and purples, and because her eyes were sort of hazily brown, it really made the greens.
It really does,
It was really, truly amazing. So if you're looking for makeup tips, she's a great influencer to follow. Pia, who won Miss Universe International, I think 2 years ago. She was truly amazing. Renuka Devi said, hello, sis.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to see you on the stream tonight. Brooke Huia said, some days I just like wearing my Kathy Organics and my lashes.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, that's all you need,
also
right?
always great.
Okay, so how important then is, I've heard people talking about that chisel thing you do with your eyes, you know, and the crease.
Oh, yes, the crease, the Blended brush, yes, yeah.
Why do you do that?
That's very important if you're wanting to blend out the eyeshadow instead of just having that line. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes where you apply the eyeshadow and you have that sort of line where it ends off and you're not blending it out enough for it to look very natural. And
so is it about blending it?
Yeah, it's more about blending the color out to really blend with the eye color, the skin tone, and just make it look more natural. And yeah.
Okay, now one of the things I heard you instructing the girls about is that you start with the lighter colours first and then graduate up to darker?
Yes.
Okay, can you talk us through that?
Okay, so pretty much when you're working with your eyeshadows and creating your eye look, you want to start off on the crease area with very nude natural colours. So you're going to use the chisel brush that I mentioned. And blending out those nude colours and then building up to the colour that you're wanting. So if you're wanting a plum, you're going to add maybe like a nude colour at first, and then you're going to probably add like a slightly pinkier nude, and then just building it up to that plum colour, and that's how you get that more natural, very beautiful, soft eye look. So
I've learned so much.
Giving away all my secrets here.
I know, this is good. Okay, so that's how you do that bit. If you're going for a smoky eye, do you do your eyeshadows first and then put on like a liquid liner or something over top? Or do you put on a pencil first and then smudge over top of it? What do you think's the best?
With the smoky eye, you're going to want to add like a liquid or gel liner, whether it's black or whatever it may be, and then you're going to smudge that out and add on the eyeshadow. So there's different ways of doing it depending on how much of a smoky eye you want. When people say give me a smoky eye, for me it just opens up so many more doors. Like, okay, now let's start off with finding out how intense you want it. So that's how you're going to predict how you're going to approach and do that smoky eye.
And can every eye shape carry off a smoky eye?
You can work with every eye shape to bring out, enhance the eye and add on the smoky, but there's ways, then again, techniques and ways of doing that.
Which you can't give away all your secrets, can you? No.
Yes, you need to contact me and I'll come and do it for you.
Yes. Now, by the way, if you do want to contact me now, you can do that actually through Facebook.
Yes.
And in fact, we've got a screen coming up to show you. This is her, lovely Meenal. Oh, you're so pretty.
Thank you.
That's the name of her business, Sapphire Artistry here in Makeup. Connect with her on Facebook. There's the URL there, facebook.com/Meenal Reedy. Get in touch with her, like her page, please. Otherwise, I shall chase you.
Yes.
No, do like her page because she shares updates of clients she's working with, just tips and tricks on how you can maybe add a little something to your makeup. Okay, so we're talking about eyes. What about this contouring thing you're supposed to do that I saw in a video that you're supposed to do under your eyebrows? Do you need to do that?
So, no, you wouldn't really need to, but it does really just, once again, every little trick and tip that you do will always enhance that certain area. So are you saying where you do the eyeshadow, the eyebrow,
like a highlighter
and then just underneath that? Yeah. So it's really just adding like a concealer, like a lighter shade of concealer, and just lining it under the eyebrow to get it more defined, I guess.
So trying that tomorrow.
Try
it's fantastic.
It's really
and then
good.
Finally, well, apart from lips, let's talk about eyebrows. How important are they?
Very important.
Really?
Yeah. I love eyebrows I love everything. I love everything. That's what I mean. It's so good. Everything's just so good. I guess it's just, it just really completes the look once again.
So should you do them yourself? Should you go to a professional? What do you recommend? Is there a perfect shape for every face? Obviously not everybody wants to look like the Golden Arches from McDonald's or anything like that. You want to look at, but what's the trick to a good eyebrow shape?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's very important to constantly get them done, whether you get it threaded or waxed. Keep them neat and tidy, and also maybe I usually use just eyeshadow sort of pigments to just build up the shape and
fill in the gaps.
Yeah, line it up, and pretty much.
So you don't use
you're ready
a pencil
to go.
for them?
I don't use a pencil because I feel like the pencils make it look too lined out and not very natural. So I'll just add in like a bit of eyeshadow and just fill it in and get like one of those mascara brush wands and just brush it out and keep it quite natural. Once again, it's important to have them filled in, but it's very important to have them looking quite natural at the same time.
Hello and good evening to Russell Shanko, who's watching. Good to see you on the stream. And hi, Jane Lewis. And Kash Walker, good to see you've popped into the stream as well. If you guys have got any questions, even you, Russell, about makeup, it's your opportunity to ask the expert right now while we're live.
Absolutely, go ahead.
Let's talk about lips. Is there a particular colour that looks best on stage? I go for as bright as possible or intense, depending on my outfit though, because if I'm in all black and then I go for a deep plum, I look like a goth. So that kind of doesn't work. And if I go too neutral, it looks like I don't have lips at all because I don't have the biggest lips. So what would you say is the best option for stage?
My favourite colour is red, so I love to go for red. But then again, you need to go for what will, look good on yourself and what the event is. Obviously it's a pageant, so I like the pinkish nudes for the girls, and I like reds a lot because that usually goes with a lot of their outfits as well. So you need to know what your outfits are lined up for the event.
Okay. How do you feel about somebody wearing a pink dress and a red lipstick?
I don't think that's the thumbs up, but
not that I've done it, but
backstage with pageant makeup, we usually tend to remove that and just change the lip color, and that's something that a lot of the girls do depending on their outfit. So you won't have that one color throughout the night. You can always change it up, but you might want to go from like a lighter shade to a darker shade throughout the night.
Oh, that's a great tip for you girls who are watching. Lighter shade to a darker shade, because usually the evening ends with in gown.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
I think red lipstick and with a gown, unless you're wearing bright pink, of course, because I know a couple of you are thinking of wearing pink. So just a little heads up.
Absolutely fine if you still do. So as you go throughout the event, the last outfit is the evening gown, and that's probably going to be your most intense lip colour that you're going to wear that evening. So
I never thought about that. That's really amazing. I think that's great. Russell Shanko said he's home now. Thank you very much for that, Russell. It's awesome. Tanya Dawson, good to see you.
Hi, Tanya.
Great to have you on the stream tonight. Okay, so Brooks just asked, Meenal, have you tried Samala Cosmetics?
Samala Cosmetics? No, I haven't actually.
There you go.
Am
Shout
I
out to you,
guilty?
Samala.
No, but I do have a few friends that have used the cosmetics, and I actually have probably tried a few eyeshadow colours because the eyeshadow colours are amazing and very pigmented. So when you're working alongside other artists, you tend to use each other's palettes, and that's how I've managed to get across to the Samala Cosmetics.
Oh, okay, there you go. Thank you for that. Hello again, Tony Narang, who's popped out and popped back in. Good to see you on the stream. So, final tips for getting ready for a pageant. So, first of all, it starts with good skin and good skincare, right?
Absolutely.
And we
Very
always
important.
recommend natural and organic. Our platinum sponsor is, of course, the wonderful team from Kathy Organics, amazing New Zealand skincare. They're also the sponsor for Miss Universe New Zealand as well, because they really believe in supporting young women. In fact, supporting everybody with great skin naturally. So big shout out to them. So start with good skincare, foundation, see a professional and get the right match.
Absolutely. Always very important.
Get a good contouring kit. That's what I've learnt tonight as well. Remember, contour and highlight.
Contour and highlight. Yeah, that's a look that most girls love to go for. So if you're really invested in that, do invest in a good contour and highlighting palette.
Perfect. We moved up to eyes, and the takeaway from eyes tonight is start with nudes in the crease and then build up your colour. So if you're going for plums, start with a nude, pinky it up a little bit, and then add your plums into the crease. If you're going to go smoky eye, remember you can do a black smoky eye. Can you do a grey smoky eye? Not so much?
Not so much. It's not really
Brown?
a go-to. A brown, definitely.
Brown
I wouldn't do a
smoky eye.
black if you're more into pageant makeup.
So you go browns?
Yeah, definitely. I'd go browns.
Okay, that's a good tip to know. Eyelashes. Either consider, if you're a master at putting on your own eyelashes, do it, or consider getting extensions, particularly in the lead up to a pageant and post pageant. You'll be photographed so many times, and often you'll have 30 seconds to get ready, so make sure you've got great skin, throw on your lipstick, and you're ready to go if you've got eyelashes. Okay, so we went from eyelashes up to eyebrows. Get them threaded, get them waxed, get them tame. Don't let them grow into sideburns, because that's not okay. Though anybody with that condition, I love you openly. You're okay. Sarah Young's just said, question on lip liners. That's a good one. What's the best shade to choose for your lips before applying lipstick?
So with lip liners, you're always wanting to choose a shade of the lipstick. So if you're going to have a red lipstick, you're going to want a red lip liner, because what you're really doing is outlining the lip and filling in the lip and applying the lipstick. So you're going to have a longer lasting shade, and you're just going to have it more defined.
So I've seen people online who actually line the entire lip. They colour the whole thing with the lip liner and then put lipstick over top. Is that okay?
Yes, so that's creating a longer lasting sort of lip look, because you're always eating and drinking, and you want to have your lipstick last as long as possible, and that's a really good tip and trick.
Unless you're like me and you buy one of my amazing lip paints that don't kiss off.
Oh, yes.
I know, they're amazing. They're matte, they last for hours. In fact, I've got to scrub this one off tonight. No, I'm kidding. No, they're really amazing. But if you can find a matte lip paint that will stay on, MAC does really good lip paints.
Absolutely.
I've got really amazing ones that I can order for you, just putting it out there. They are really, really good, and they do last for hours. And if you're like me and you talk a lot and you drink a lot of water and you eat a lot, you do want something that's going to last, because really you don't want to be eating your lipstick all the time, do you?
No. Absolutely
It's not ideal. It's not ideal. So I think we've pretty much covered everything tonight.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I'm just thinking through my face. We've done some lips. We've done pretty much everything. The final thing I want to ask you is, I know there's this new trend with lips, and it's ombre lips.
Ombre. I did want to mention that, but I don't want to confuse everyone here at the same time.
I've been watching videos on it.
It's great. I do that as well. I believe I've done that tonight very subtly.
And that looks really good.
Yeah, so I've used like a darker plumish colour and then like a brown nude in the middle, but then I pretty much just mixed it all together in the end.
So what do you do it for? Because it looks pretty, but I don't know, why do you do it? Does it make your lips look plumper and lovely?
I think I like the shade that it creates in the end. You're mixing the two colours, but then again, it's just creating a whole new different look at the same time. So the outline will be darker and the inner will be a lot more lighter, and it really actually makes your lips look a little bit bigger as well at the same time. So
fascinating.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I know the Jenna girls have used those suction cups to make their lips look plumper. What are your thoughts on that?
I wouldn't say it's ideal. I don't do it. I think I've heard bad things about it too, that a lot of people got injuries and sores and whatnot, so don't do that, please.
Speaking from experience, some years ago, I was quite young. You know those Tupperware drink containers?
Oh my gosh.
I thought it would be really funny. I sucked one onto my face thinking this is really funny, and I was laughing with my family because I had this beak on my face, not realising that if you leave it on too long, your lips swell and you end up with a ring-shaped bruise around your mouth.
Oh no.
Not okay. So if you are going to use some sort of lip plumper like that, beware. Be careful, because you don't want to bruise yourself pre-pageant.
It's not safe.
Hello, Vishav. Great to see you tonight on the stream. And is it Shayal?
Shayal, yes. She's
hello to you. She said,
girls.
love your makeup, Meenal.
Oh, thank you.
She looks great, doesn't she? So good. All right, well, we have been, check that out. We've been over half an hour.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing. In fact, we've done a 45-minute stream tonight, and we could go on for hours. What I recommend you do, though, is you head to Meenal's Facebook page. Ask her questions. If you didn't feel brave enough to do it on the live stream tonight, head to her Facebook page. The URL is right there, facebook.com Meenal Reedy. Send her a message, ask her a question. If you've got an event coming up, book her to do your makeup. You will look $1 million, and you'll take the best selfies of your entire life.
Thank you. Guaranteed. Looking forward to all your messages and comments. So absolutely. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid.
100%. Now, she is the makeup artist for Miss Asia Pacific International New Zealand. There's our top 8 finalists. We've got Jewel, Alyssa, Brooke, Simrath. We've got Loretta, Iris. We've got Sarah and Sophia. Those are the top 8 finalists for the pageant coming up on the 12th of May. It's not too late to get your tickets either. We do have some limited numbers now, would you believe?
Oh,
We've
really?
sold out really, really
Wow.
fast because all these gorgeous girls have so many fans, family and supporters coming along. So if you do want to get your tickets, you can get those from Eventbrite, am I right? I am right. Event Finder. I always get those confused. You can get it from Event Finder, and the details of the event are on the Miss Asia Pacific International Facebook page. Share the page, and remember, do your bit. Head to Meenal's Facebook page, throw a like on there, share her page with your friends and family, and you will instantly become 50% cooler.
Yeah, you will, definitely.
I'm not even kidding. Right, it's time for me to head away. Russell just said, Meenal, thank you so much.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, Brooks just said the same. Meenal, thank you for your time.
Aw, thanks, Brooke. You're always so lovely.
It's really good to see you guys on the stream. Time to head away. Oh, Tony Narang just said awesome tips, Meenal.
Thank you.
I know, really good. And a big shout out to my lovely lady friend, Karen Teague, who's just joined. Karen, you missed all the goodness. We were talking about makeup tonight. I know you're a huge fan of makeup, and Karen is a goddess in her own right. Doesn't need any makeup to look fabulous, but she has sensational lashes and great nails. So just putting it out there. And Russell's just said, behind camera is my wife for sure. Absolutely. Was just about to say very big thank you to Maria Shanko, who is one of the pageant directors for Miss Asia Pacific. She's been in here in the studio tonight. And also a big shout out to Mr. Peter Ward, my lovely partner, who is helping out tonight and is producing tonight's show, throwing up all those screen graphics and making sure I don't sound like a man. Really appreciate that, Pete. You're a legend. All right, time for us to head away. I need a glass of wine and a lie down. It's been that exciting.
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
And I want you to look that way because I want to steal your kit. All right, time to go. Hey, thanks, guys. And remember, keep an eye out for more updates from Miss Asia Pacific International. Who's going to be the international stage representative for New Zealand? Ooh,
exciting.
You'll find out on the 12th of May. All right, ka kite anō inohora, and thank you so much.
Thank you. See you later.
See you guys. Bye.